Hey guys, welcome to my channel Time is But a Window. Today we're going to be reviewing my first game on the new Inferno. It is a global game, and I'm going to be telling you what was going through my mind as I was playing it. Now right off the bat you can see that we were doing an interesting strat. We were having 4 guys rush down banana while 1 guy watched mid. Now again, since this was my first time playing this version of Inferno, I was a little bit more explorative. So here you can see me going under underpass, and I was really curious about how they had changed it. I found it interesting that once I passed that pipe, I was able to start running again. On the next round, I bought up a FAMAS and made my way over towards the B site. This is primarily the site which I'm going to be playing at. After getting an initial pick, I am traded out when I repeat. This puts my team in a pretty bad situation, but my teammate is able to overcome it and still win the round. Not wanting to buy anything so I can still afford an AWP on the 4th round, my teammate drops me this Tech 9. Sadly, I'm only able to get 1 pick with it and decide to do a repeat, again getting traded out. Sadly, this time my team isn't able to compensate for the loss of a player early on in the round, and they end up losing the round. In truth, I know I'm playing far too aggressive, but since this is a new version of the map, I'm hoping that it'll pay off for me. Speaking of aggressive, on the next round I do push aggressive and I'm able to take out a guy pushing through the smoke. To make matters even better, this guy drops a scout, and since I am a primary sniper, I feel very at home with it. I see my teammate flanking and decide to put extra pressure on them by pushing up through the smoke. On the 10th round, we decide to push down banana. While at first it looks like it may be clear, they do eventually peek out, catching me off guard. Being caught in the middle of nowhere, my goal is to try to get over by the tree and hide. I then smoke off the bottom of a banana to prevent him from pushing up towards me. Now feeling much more secure, I decide to spam towards the smoke and I'm able to take him down. On the next round, I make my way over towards banana with my teammate and he offers to boost me up. This is my first time being boosted up over the wall and I am immediately caught off guard and killed. Not wanting to make the same mistake, but trying to keep up with the aggressive play, we decide to push banana again. This time we bring 3 of us. Sadly, I'm once again taken out on the repeat. Having just lost several rounds in a row, we find ourselves saving. So we decide to rush down banana and see if we can flank some of them. After that, I want to jump into the window, but I'm not able to make the jump on my first attempt. This forces me to adapt and I have to come through apartments where a guy is waiting for me. The next round I find myself with a rifle, and as we all know by this point, I'm not the greatest rifler in the world. So I decide to peek down banana towards logs, but a guy peeks out and shoots me before I can even react. In all honesty, I didn't expect him to be over to the right, I expected him to come from the left and move to the right. This puts me back on another save round. It's also the last round of the half, and I got a 5-7. I'm going to make my way down towards banana and see what I can do. Luckily, one guy tries to get boosted up, and I'm able to take him out quickly before getting this other guy that pushes through the smoke, only to get traded out through the smoke by that AWPer on the other team. With that round over, we start the next half. Here you can see we're taking everyone and rushing just straight up banana. After getting control of the site, I turn around and try to watch the flank. The only problem is that I am traded in the process. Luckily my team's able to pick up the round. On the next round, we set up in a pretty basic default where me and Wilson decide to go take B together. I get obliterated immediately by a guy on one of the boxes, but meanwhile Wilson's able to take control of the site. Sadly, he still needs to get an ace to win the round, which he isn't able to do. The next round is a pretty basic eco where we just spread around the map and try to get any picks we can to exploit it. As such, after I get this pick at B, we decide to try to take it, but as we are, a guy flanks us and we decide to double back and take him out. Running out of time, we decide to head over towards the A site and see if we can get the bomb down, but there is a guy hiding in sight and he's able to take out both of us. On the next round, we still don't have any money, so we decide to rush B and are able to get 2 entry picks. Though I go down, it seems like it leaves our team in a pretty good situation, and we end up in a 1v2 with one teammate alive, and he's able to take down one guy, leaving him in a 1v1, but he's not able to find him through the smoke. I am finally reunited with an AWP on the next round, and I'm able to get a pick in middle. But then I'm immediately caught off guard by the same guy who is racking up kills against us on the other team. The score is now all tied up, and I make my way back towards middle. I'm able to get a pick before watching B for a push. Two of our teammates push in and are taken down immediately, leaving us in a 2v2 situation. Knowing one guy is in sight, we decide to head back banana to try to get back to A, only to find that there was a guy flanking us. Once I take him down, I beeline my way over to A, knowing that I'm in a 1v1 situation and just want to play the bomb. Then I sit in pit and watch truck side until I hear footsteps when I decide to peek out and shoot the guy. On the next round, I find myself in pit in a 2v1 clutch scenario. The bomb is down and I have to retrieve it. Sadly, I don't know where these guys are, and since I have just started playing this new version of this map, I really don't know the angles, and a guy is actually hiding up here to my left. On the 23rd round, we decide to change things up by doing a full-on B rush. Now, while we're taking the site, there is a call that there is a guy at new box. I haven't really practiced picking new box since this is my first time playing this new version of this map, and because of the fountain, everything looks a little bit different, and I find that I over-peek it and I'm killed. Even though I am taken down by this sniper at new box, I do realize what I did wrong and try to keep that lesson learned for the rest of the game. On the next round, we go back to our passive style, but this time I work my way up middle and I watch the left side of mid as my teammates push into sight. After getting that pick, I throw a smoke down to block it off so that we can get up into sight. Now, a teammate of mine is taken out from library, so I watch it and get this kill. This guy actually says I have a trigger bot after this shot. That leaves us in a 3v1, and the last guy pushes up from mid. On the next round, we make our way over towards B, but we actually silently rotate everyone back over to A to plant the bomb while I make a distraction. Though I miss an embarrassingly easy shot, we are able to win the round. On the 26th round, Wilson leads an incredible B take, starting it off with two opening frags giving us entry to the site. He also tells me that there's a guy in new box, and I'm finally able to put together what I learned earlier. Sadly, things go awry, leaving me in a 1v2. The next round goes very quickly as I am outpicked in middle. I really find that the back staircase is far better to pick from. This forces us into another eco where I'm going to make my way up alt middle and try to jump into the window to take apartments. Knowing I had screwed it up earlier in the game, I wanted to make sure to have a little bit more speed this time. And then I get obliterated. Now on the 29th round, I know this is pretty much our last chance to win this with the current financial situation. A guy pushes down B and I'm able to take him out. It was actually the bot, which is kind of lucky for us because this guy decided to follow him out and I was able to take him out as well. Now while I'm coming up here towards the B site, my main concern is to pick that new box as quickly and perfectly as possible because that guy is pretty quick and I want to make sure that I shoot before him. The bad news is that my teammate actually comes out first, so I end up shooting him through my teammate's head. Now I go and watch construction to make sure no one can get to garden and that no one can cross that door. Now we find ourselves in a 4v1, and since their best player has just gone down, I feel like I want to chase a little bit and try to push this last guy. Anyways guys, as you can see, that's all for this game, 16-13. The one thing you'll also notice is the guy on the other team and me both had over 40 kills. He actually had 2 kills more than me. So at the end of this video, I'm going to put a couple clips by him to show you how good he actually was, and to see it for yourself if you think he was actually cheating or not, because I'm on the fence. What really made me think that he was doing anything was the fact that he kept shooting me through smokes. While in this first smoke, he may have seen the top of my head, and a lot of these it's kind of unexplainable. Then on other rounds, it looks like he's tracing people through walls, and he knows exactly when they're going to peek out. Then once again shooting me through a smoke and following that up with a nice deagle shot, followed by him knowing that a guy is going to come through underpass. Here he peeks at a really good angle to catch this guy off guard while he's going across his scope. Here you can see his teammate has just cleared through window room and he's pushing up through A halls and knows that this guy jumped into window even though his teammate had just cleared the area. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comments below. Hope you enjoyed this video.